eyes.
Mind blown. It's like the same. I equate it in my mind to the shocking moment when I found out that J-Lo was singing R-U-L-E, like for Ja Rule.
Oh, I thought
yeah.
Are you Nelly?
I thought it was R-U-L-E, and I was like, who's Ellie?
Yeah, who's
Well,
Ellie?
What a shot at Ja Rule.
Yeah.
Are you Nelly?
No,
R-U-L-E.
it was with Ja Rule, and she was like,
Yeah.
R-U-L-E. Had no idea.
What does L-E mean?
Rule, like Ja
She's
Rule.
spelling rule for Ja
R-U-L-E.
Rule.
R-U-L-E.
When
Yes.
you just said it, now I spell it again. Are you kidding?
No.
Yeah, I thought it was R-U-L-E.
R-U-L-E. I thought you were.
Mind blown.
I'm saying, who the hell's Ellie? When you just said it.
The line right before that is Ja Rule screaming, "What's my mother name?"
R-U-L-E. He's like,
And
no,
she
I'm Ja
spells it.
Rule. I'm not Ellie.
Oh, I thought the whole time she was mistaking him for Nelly.
Because like, what a
Oh,
burn!
you just said that. I thought we were mistaking him for Ellie.
What a burn if he's like, "What's my name?" and she goes, "Are you Nelly?" Nope, but let's do this banger together.
Are you Snoop Dogg?
No, this is
No.
Patrick.
Sure.
No.
No,
Are you Weird Al?
no,
That would be a banger.
Are you Bon Jovi?
murder.
Yep.
Jason, I am so glad that you just had the epiphany too, because that is exactly how I felt when I figured
didn't
it out.
understand when you just did it, though. You're going to have to say R as a letter, U as a letter. That's the way she should say it. R as a letter,
doesn't.
U. Yeah.
Are you Dr. Dre? No.
No,
No. Are you Harry Styles?
Could you be Kid Rock?
Is it even possible?
he's just like, "Fine, call me Kid Rock."
Will you do 23 and me?
I mean, J-Lo should call us the next time she's doing a song.
Yeah, come on. We can tell you who's in the song with you. Yeah, if you don't really know. Who's Ellie? All right. All right, recapping pop quiz. True or false? Harry Styles just celebrated his 29th birthday. That is false. He's old now. He turned 30.
The Dirty 30.
Watermelon sugar high, watermelon sugar high.
And I thought this song was about diabetes.
Diabetes.
And
Diabetes.
it's not about that.
The next
No.
best thing.
Could
Yeah,
be if you
I-
wanted it to be.
I just don't get it. I can't relate. You know the most obvious things I was telling you about?
Yeah.
I don't pick it up. Sometimes people tell me straight up and think I'm joking. This is about, I didn't know that either.
The
Do you
thing
want-
for the birthday for the ladies.
Do you want Jared to explain it in medical terms for you live on the air?
oh, no, I can't.
Look, Jared's face.
He doesn't want to work here anymore because I won't be here. I'm going to be saying, hey, I had nothing to do with it.
Okay.
The thing that you don't want to do for your wife, Jason.
Oh, absolutely, I would.
Would you? Are you a pleaser? Because you
look
don't
at
seem like one.
you.
Thank you, Jared, that you know my sex life now.
Well, I
If
do,
I'm a
because you talk
pleaser or
about
not.
it and you say it's
I
under
never-
4 minutes. It didn't sound like a pleaser to me.
Well, yes, I would definitely, and I'm always hoping for that.
Oh.
You're always,
compensates. It
you're always hoping
compensates.
to do that for her?
Yes.
Oh, good for you.
100%. I don't feel satisfied unless she's satisfied.
Yeah, that's
Stand up. Wow.
think about.
What's wrong, Katie?
Are you
can't.
Jason?
Compliment the character, man. Compliment the character.
Are you joking?
Why does Katie look like she's sick?
It's a natural reaction that I have
Okay.
to any of it. Anytime. Ask Jared every time,
Yeah.
anytime he
What if
talks
Jason
about
had his
anything.
hat
But
on,
mine
right?
would be a lot more.
Because I feel like when we do that, Katie instantly pictures it, and I think that
Yes.
just sent like a chill down her spine.
100%.
But why is it, if pictured it, why did you make that face? I mean, it's got to be.
Oh, anytime I've talked about it,
It's
she goes,
That's
Yeah.
understandable.
okay. Well, and then I didn't think you would do that because you say your act's under 4 minutes. So I'm like, well, where's all this happening?
maybe
Well,
beforehand.
that's before.
You're
Do
talking about
do
the actual act is that long.
Yeah. Do you do that at the same time as you do sexy time? That would be pretty
I'm
good.
very, very flexible.
You need to get on
That'd be
OnlyFans then.
insane.
Wow, yeah.
You should sell tickets to that.
Are you in Cirque du Soleil? I'm going to do it all day now. I can't help it. All right.
You're welcome.
Recapping pub quiz. Katie won 5-2. Goose. All right. This player in the upcoming Super Bowl asked why they got to do me like that, which I thought was the perfect response. When articles and pictures came out about his dad bod, and that is Patrick Mahomes. We got a little bit of Patrick Mahomes right here.
Dreams are how we figure out where we want to go. Life is how we get there.
Thank you, Patrick. One more time.
Dreams are how we figure out where we want to go. Life is how we get there.
Well played, Squid.
The
Getting that clip.
rainbow connection.
He should duet that with Taylor.
You should.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Why
That
are
song-
there so many?
That's actually pretty good.
That was good, yeah.
I got that line, and that's about it.
You can't sing Rainbow Connection?
Why are there so many songs about rainbows?
That song makes me cry every time.
It's good. You know,
Catch you off guard. You're like,
By
looking
the
at-
way, you got to be careful. There's 2 different versions of the song, and one version is a lot better than the other.
oh, really?
Yes, because it's when one version's just very plain. It was the original one with the original Muppets movie, and the other version is the one that the drums kick in and the full band kicks in halfway through the song.
Oh.
So
Really?
Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem start jamming out with it.
Alrighty.
Very
Hey.
important. I'm telling you, Katie.
I didn't know there were 2 versions. I do know, this is a fun fact for you. Amy Schumer had that as her wedding song. And it's just really interesting to me because, you know, Amy Schumer, who doesn't take a lot of things seriously,
Right.
which I love about her.
It's very funny.
But it is a
Like a tearjerker?
yeah, it's a tearjerker, and to like see her in that vulnerable moment, it was
Yes.
like, oh wow, I like that. I
Yeah,
liked
it's
it.
against her brand a little bit. I believe, just from what we heard from Matt, that
Yes.
we might be having Patrick Mahomes on the show before the Super Bowl.
He
Do you think you can get him a call in as our producer?
Yeah, I'll see what we can do.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. I just thought about that.
Perfect.
Mhm.
He
All
might
right.
need to rehearse what he's saying. But
He's a pro athlete.
Yeah.
He can do that. All right. Fans are calling out this celebrity's high horse attitude towards stadium employees after the Chiefs versus Ravens game. That is Brittany Mahomes. She was like, "Where do I go now?" And like did this like finger twirl, and people were like,
gosh.
Jason sent me. Did he send you guys the video?
"Yeah, I
You
saw
sent
the video."
yeah the video, and I thought, could you just? I don't know why or how I've jumped on Matt's train
Matt.
of hating her.
Matt
I
has
don't know.
influence.
I think I
But-
just pointed it out.
You did, and then all of a sudden now I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
cringe
Yeah.
behavior. But it was like, could you just not be in the moment for a second? So it's like, where do we go from here?
Right. It's like, oh, I know you got so many important things to do. You,
Yeah.
you just sat and watched a 4-hour game of your husband playing.
You
And
can
Patrick
stand
Mahomes is
there.
like all nice, like gives her a
Yes.
kiss and bye and all this stuff. He's like, where do we go now? And it's like, ugh.
Oh,
Yeah, it
gosh.
seems- I
I don't
don't-
like that.
Mm-mm.
And then we've heard she stiffed all these people for her wedding party. Like she just and treats people. This allegedly treats like workers like trash.
You know
But,
who
but she's been
wouldn't?
hanging
Taylor.
out with Taylor Swift, and Taylor Swift's not like
She's
that.
not.
So-
Well, that doesn't it doesn't make you rub off on people.
No, but
you
I'm
know.
surprised that Taylor Swift continues to hang out with her.
But I feel like, well, I think Taylor's kind of forced to. They're in the same booth. I think Travis is like, please do this for me.
We've all been there before, where your guys,
Yeah.
friends bring some new girl around, and you're like,
yeah.
now I have to be nice to her, even though I don't
Yeah.
want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And vice versa. They bring the guy and you're like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Dudes
think
are a little bit easier to get along with though. You're like, what's up, bro? And they're like, I don't watch sports. Like, oh my gosh, can you get away from me?
what's that comedian? I think it might have been Nate Bargatze. He's like, your dad doesn't have friends. Your mom has friends that have husbands.
Yes.
And that's your dad's friends.
That is a fact.
Yeah.
But here's a comedian, Shane Gillis, who is very funny. If you want to see him on Netflix, and Joe Rogan talking about Brittany Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes has a wife that's just wild. She's up in the box. She's like films herself. It's her and his brother. His brother does like TikToks, and Patrick's obviously he's the man. And then he's got a crazy wife and a brother up in the box, like doing all this shit. And his wife's up there like, "You thought you were gonna beat us? Think again." It's the best.
Oh, yeah, she's a lot.
She's a lot.
Whoa, Jesus. Problem is, they keep that same energy when you get divorced. that same energy.
That's funny.
Hey, at least they're consistent.
Yeah. This is one of those things, and I don't want it for my boy Patrick Mahomes. My son loves the Chiefs, and so I've been watching them nonstop. So I've grown to really like Mahomes and Kelsey and all them. But I don't see that working.
It will be for forever probably. They've been together since they were in the 7th grade.
That makes me think that it won't last forever.
I think that he was the one because I just watched that quarterback. I was asking the guys, My son really wanted to watch it on
Oh,
Netflix.
yeah, the quarterback.
And it was the story. I was like, is this appropriate for kids? Because I haven't seen it. And there were a lot of F-bombs in it. So no, the answer is no.
Yeah,
it's
which
not.
we were like, no. And you're like, well, here's it anyway.
At least my
I guess
son.
he's hearing it today.
Yeah.
But it was the backstory of Patrick and Brittany Mahomes, and they went to high school together and grew up in the same town, and he was in love with her
Oh, yeah.
since the 7th grade, and then they got together. I think
Yeah,
Well,
but
she won the lottery, man.
the
They're
issue is, Katie, the fact that you think that he's just going on his whole life knowing now that he can have many a hot girl that would probably not act like that. Eventually it's going to click. And he's definitely going to
I don't know.
want to know what it's going to be like with another girl.
if it hasn't
How
happened,
could you not want to know what it's like with
Oh,
another
I'm
girl?
sure he thinks it,
and
but
it'd be
yeah.
the same thing for her. It would be the same, and you
Yeah,
could
but
say
the difference is he can get, I mean, he's super famous.
here's the thing. I don't care for her, but to say that she won the lottery, I mean,
She did.
but they were together before he was
Exactly.
anything. So we know that she's not with him
no,
for any
that's
of
the
that.
thing. It's
Well, he
probably
was the
comfortable
star
for him.
quarterback.
That's why I think
well,
that
not in
it's
7th grade.
not
I mean,
in 7th grade.
although
He
he
could've
was
been.
playing, but he wasn't
No, middle
winning
school.
She
Super
saw him play his
Bowls.
middle school game. It's like, he's the one.
There's the goat.
lock him in.
But let's be serious. By the time they get to high school, he could have been the quarterback and the star player on the team, which he probably was, and he's very popular.
But
if
they
you
were
are.
already together.
And
They
she
were
might have been
already
a cheerleader,
thing.
and it's
Sure.
like that's the kind of the script.
Well, and that's the thing too. At least he knows that she's with him because of him.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
it is winning the lottery when you fall in love in 7th grade and he becomes the greatest quarterback of all time.
100%. That
I mean,
part
any
is
girl
for
who
sure.
liked me in 7th grade did not win the lottery if they end up with me. You know, so it's like, or
Sure.
Squid,
Hey,
or
don't
Jason.
say
Yeah.
I mean,
I just got
me in
you're
your
at least
group.
like a $10,000 scratch off. maybe not
I'm
the
like that Luke
Powerball.
Combs
Maybe.
scratch off.
Yeah, like 5,000 after taxes.
I was thinking you at least get your money back.
Yeah, yeah,
There you
yeah,
go.
at least.
You broke even.
And some of my money.
Yeah, yeah.
And probably a lot of my money and a house, maybe.
You get like $10 on part 10.
Sorry.
I take it back. You do win the lottery.
gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do win the lottery. You get a $700,000 house. Okay. Anyway.
Whoa.
It might be 750,000.
Wow. Must
Yeah.
be nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it wasn't that. It's when the market went through the roof and it doubled in 2 years, which was insane.
Guess I'll be going upstairs to renegotiate my contract today.
Oh, that's when I was married with 2 incomes.
My point
Katie's
is,
kitchen alone is 700,000.
Don't even
Yeah.
get started on the
And
utensils.
if you include the pans, it's another 100.
Katie wants to fight it, but
you
she's
would know.
not.
Listen, my point is this. They have been together. Brittany and
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Mahomes have been together before they knew what was going to take off.
Well, yes.
And so I just think he's used to her. She's used to him. That's just the way. I mean, she's been embarrassing him for a moment.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, they did the
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Did you not see the thing where you couldn't hear what she was saying, but this was a real one. It wasn't like a fake one. And they had a guy, and they translated what she was actually saying to him, and he gives her a look like, you stupid dumb. and she's like, "Ah," and she says something like kind of derogatory, like, I just got to be put in my place, or something like
Yeah,
that. And it was
right.
something like that.
Well-
Like he got irritated by the way she was Patrick Mahomes got irritated by the way she was talking and acting, and eventually that's going to wear off, and eventually he's going to see some other nice hot girl that doesn't do that. I'm
Jason,
telling
I just don't. And also,
I'll make a
she
bet.
has to put up with the fact that he talks like Kermit the
Within
Frog.
1 year,
So, you know,
within-
it's like you win some, you lose some.
Within 1 year, Patrick Mahomes
No.
and Brittany will be having a relationship problems where they actually separate.
Why do you think it hasn't happened before now? This is
It
not
takes
the
time.
first time he's, you know.
It takes time. It
Yeah,
takes
I
time
mean-
to desensitize yourself from the reality of what could happen. He's probably sorry, Jared. He's
Yeah, go ahead.
probably thinking, "It's too good. Everything's good. Look at my image. I've been with this girl forever. I'm a star quarterback." And then all of a sudden, there's going to be controversy, and you don't want to think like that. But then he's going to think about the controversy if you could deal with it, and eventually he's like, controversy. It's not that bad. I'll get through it.
If
And
we're
then,
going to go down the assumption that they're going to have problems and get divorced, they had nothing when they got married. So half of
They
it
were
is hers. And
kids.
exactly. Half of it is his. So there goes the divorce. There goes half of what it is. He could be injured in 1 second and his career over.
But he still could get paid. And here's the other thing. If he gets on the bandwagon now, or probably when he re-signs the contract, you know when he's re-signing, Jared?
Well, he signed like a 12-year contract.
Oh,
It's gonna
boy.
be a long time. He could renegotiate. He signed like a $500 million contract.
If he was smart, he would renegotiate, and what he would do is he would just get divorced, and then he would give her half the money now, and moving forward, he gets the rest
We
of it.
could also just say we don't understand it, but they're in love.
Okay.
And love means something to some.
Well, yeah, for now, he doesn't want some other guy tagging it, and that's a hard vision to see, too, because he was with it.
So he's not going to get divorced because he doesn't want other men hitting it.
Sometimes, yeah.
That could be the case.
I can't. This
Right,
is,
Jared?
yeah.
No, I mean, I don't know. I think that,
Right, Jared?
yeah, I agree with you that she has the personality type that's going to make a relationship difficult.
And he talks like Kermit the Frog.
Katie, you know how hypocritical you're being right now?
Yes.
And you know I love you. Because
Look at
you
that.
because
that
you
was
don't
weird.
like it when people talk about your voice. He can't help it the way he talks.
What I'm saying is,
And I think your voice is awesome, by
I
the way.
am not a fan of Britney at all.
Well, then
But
be
what
on our
I'm
side,
saying- No,
so
but
we
what
can
I'm
move on.
saying is, I'm not for divorce just because
I'm not either.
he thinks you think that she's going to get annoying. I don't think.
I think
we
she's
don't-
already annoying.
We don't have to understand it, but
Yeah.
I choose to also believe that maybe they really are in love and they're going to make it.
And for the record, Katie, I do like your voice, even though a lot of people say it's annoying. I like it.
I don't think it's a lot. I think it's very few. But they
I
stand
think
out.
they're desensitized now. But at first, I would get that. I would get that so much, and I thought I really like her voice.
I do too.
Although the vision that you get with the voice is completely different.
See,
I thought
I didn't
no,
know.
that's not a slam. I always thought, and a lot of people always thought blonde. They always thought a blonde girl. For some reason, you come across as a blonde girl with a voice.
This
and
isn't getting any better for me, really.
no,
So we could just
and I
move
think
on.
another thing about your the voice, which is very good, that it's different, is that it's distinct. You definitely know it's Katie talking, and that's important, especially on audio when you don't see the person talking.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it.
That is true. That is definitely true. Let's go to the source himself.
Oh, good.
Patrick Mahomes. This is huge on the Newsmaker hotline,
Wow.
celebrity hotline. Good morning, Patrick.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. My agent, State Farm agent, told me you were talking about me this morning.
Yeah, first of all, congrats for going to your 4th Super Bowl in 5 years.
Oh, thanks, man. It's his second nature for me now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's not very humble.
No, it
You
sounds
ask
like he's from
me.
New York all of a sudden.
It's early.
I know.
He just woke up.
I know. Okay.
Yeah, he just woke up.
So, look, I know this is probably the last thing you want to talk about, but maybe you want to talk about it. We're saying that it seems like your wife might be causing issues with the TikTok and treating employees poorly,
being
and
unkind,
being
and
unkind to people. What do you think? I mean, are you having problems in your relationship?
Well, right now I'm trying to focus on the Super Bowl that's coming up in a couple weeks that I'm going to be playing in with my boy Trav, okay? Brittany, sometimes she sends me a lot of TikToks that she and my brother are making. I wish she'd stay away from my brother. He's a bad influence on her. I feel like he's trying to boost her ego a little bit and trying to bring it back down.
Oh.
But whatever she can do to get a little bit closer to Taylor to help my music career take off, that's kind of what I'm here for.
Really?
Yours? Really?
You like to say? I didn't know that. That's breaking
You
news.
sing?
Yep. I've got a drummer. His name's Animal. He's really talented.
Yeah. All right, Patrick Mahomes, can you sing a little bit for us?
Any requests? Any requests you'd like to hear?
Over the
Rainbow Connection?
Sure, absolutely. Why are there so many songs about rainbows? And what's on the other side?
I think you have a future.
Wow.
If you blow out your knee,
nice.
which we hope you don't. So any predictions on the Super Bowl? It's a rematch from 4 years ago when you beat the 49ers.
Go ahead and play the tape from 4 years ago when we won. We're going to dominate them once again.
Oh,
Okay.
The same way that Taylor Swift's been dominating stadiums, the same way that T-Mobile dominates the cell phone industry, the same way that State Farm dominates the insurance industry, I'm going to be dominating as well.
Okay. All right.
Hey, Patrick, got to ask you, inquiring minds. This is Patrick Mahomes on the phone. Do you think that Travis Kelce and Taylor
yes,
Swift
good question.
are the real deal?
I do think they're the real deal. Of course, a lot of this I'm getting from Trav, who tends to bring a lot of energy, a lot of twerking to conversations when we talk.
Yeah.
His brother's real authentic, and I think he wants that same love story that his brother had when he found his wife Kylie on Tinder.
Yeah. Okay.
So I really think it's the real deal. We'll see. We'll see if he pops the question. I know he's been looking at rings. Super Bowl rings are the focus right now.
All right, good answer.
All right. There's been Patrick Mahomes live.
Awesome.
Jared and Katie in the morning. Can't get that anywhere else.
Probably not going to get it ever again.
At one point, I was going to thought he was going to say "Da Bears."
Da Bears.
I mean, it's early.
Matt, did you not have any questions for Patrick
I had to
Mahomes?
pee. What happened?
Oh, dang, man. You missed Patrick
I've
Mahomes.
been holding it for a while.
Yeah.
Squid, the first thing Squid did as assistant producer, they was just elevated 2 minutes ago, was get Patrick Mahomes on the show.
Damn, Squid.
That's right. I
You
learned
can have
from
this
it.
seat if you need it.
All right, so recapping pop quiz.
That's right.
I don't know if we can have it. Hold on one second. All right, and we might do some more of this, different type of quotes or audio with this stuff. But what movie is this from?
I feel the need for speed.
That is the original Top Gun. Katie got all 5. She won 5 to Goose, 5-0. And Goose is in Top Gun, right? Isn't that named
Goose
Yes.
is, yeah.
I didn't do it on purpose. We didn't know. So there's been 19 games now, and 5 have ended in a Goose. That's a high percentage to get 0.
Are the
which-
questions getting harder?
Katie got all 5.
Yeah.
That's Katie.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, she spends the majority of her time
All,
around pop culture.
All of my
Yeah,
time.
it's called Pop
All of
Quiz.
it.
So
Mhm.
I've been surprised.
That's what I do.
I get those Goose shirts made.
I know, and it's in my my planner of things that we have to make happen, along with a few other things.